All right, what is up, everybody? Divine Hood here, coming at you with another daily update on Bitcoin and the crypto markets. Okay, guys, so on Friday's live stream, we were down in this little range down here, and we were looking for Bitcoin actually after. Let me zoom in on this. Let's go to the 15-minute chart. After taking out our range highs on Friday, right here, this little micro range highs here on Friday, we were actually looking on the stream to come down and hit our 886 Fibonacci, which was in confluence with the daily level that was down below. Now, not these two. These are new daily levels that occurred over the weekend, so let me hide those. But we were looking to come down to this 108,250. It was a daily, and it was our 886 as well. I actually have the box of support here. Not this one. It is this guy here. That's the top of the box was the 886, right around 108,500. Bottom of the box is the daily. We were looking actually to come down to hit into our 886, to hit into our daily, and then see a bit of a relief rally to the upside. Well, it didn't end up happening. We did just continue to range throughout all of Saturday. Then on Sunday, you saw early in the morning Sunday, we pumped. We pumped up to the value area low. So let me zoom back out now to the 2 hour chart. Pumped up near the value area low of our big 6-7 week long range. This is our intermediate long range that we're looking at here. And after seeing a small rejection, we were able to today break back above the value area low of the range and our two very key important anchored VWAPs here. And this is actually a pretty big sign for me that we are going to see we're going to at least see a relief rally to the golden pocket. I posted about it in the Telegram first thing this morning that, guys, I'm expecting us to rally at least to the golden pocket around 114.4. But the next level, and the level I'm actually a little bit more interested in, is our resistance above us. You can see here we have the 786, the top of our channel, the naked weekly point of control, and a naked daily point of control, and a daily level, all in that area between 116K and 115.6K. So this is the resistance that I'm actually looking at Bitcoin coming up to and maybe creating another lower high. So let me zoom out on the charts. We'll go to that 4 hour chart. I'll turn off some of these levels now. Let's turn off those dailies. Let's turn off the naked weeklies, the naked dailies, and the naked monthlies. All right. And you can see here that we have been in this descending channel really ever since we made the all-time high, and then that lower high created at 118K where we rejected. We also took it down to our 107.2K lows. This is our descending channel. Actually, we took it down to these first lows as the start of the channel, but the channel has been well respected, and we did bounce right around the midline of the channel. Bouncing from the midline of the channel, you could work your way up to the top of the channel to create that another lower high to reject, to finally come down and take your liquidity at 107.2K, or even just hit that daily and see that double low from Friday taken out at that 108.2K area of support. So Bitcoin is getting a nice relief rally, though. You can see here we did have some bull divs on the chart, on the 4 hour chart, lower lows in the price action, higher lows in the momentum waves. Now, the money flow is what was keeping me from waiting to come down to that daily level, hit that daily level at 108,200. Once again, Nami being a bit quicker, Nami's money flow was already starting to create some bull divs on money flow, as well as bull divs on the momentum waves as we were coming into that low on Friday. So nice bullish signals there for a relief rally. But here's the thing, guys: is the low in? Are we about to impulse up to make new all-time highs now, or is this correction going to last a little bit longer? And if we're looking at our bigger WXY complex correction from the all-time highs, we talked about this on Friday's stream and Thursday's stream. We have our W wave that came down here. Our X came up to that golden pocket, and we were looking for a Y to come down possibly to 105K. And if we look at what we're looking for, really is a 3-wave zigzag move in Y to come down and hit those lows, to take out those lows to complete your WXY. We could also see a running flat correction, which is possible that you're not going to take out the lows, and the correction, the low that we saw last Friday was it, and now we're about to blast off. That is also a possibility, but the larger, more probable scenario for me is still coming down to take out the lows of 107.2K to complete the bigger WXY correction to the downside. So in that WXY correction, we're looking for our Y wave, this last push down, to be a 3-wave corrective move, an ABC correction within it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have our 5-wave impulse down. And then if we can get a 3-wave corrective move up to either the golden pocket or to the 786 area and reject from that, seeing, you could even look at this as a 3-wave move. I don't like that too much though. And then you would see another 5-wave impulse down to finish that bigger ABC correction in your Y wave. And then we could see that big push up to new all-time highs. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. Right now, Bitcoin is at resistance. We are at a key resistance that I marked out earlier today. It is a important support resistance flip. You can see in here, important support resistance flip, but it's also the golden pocket. And after you see a 5-wave impulse down on the retracement in a lower high, the most common area to reject is that golden pocket. And if you just want to look at an example of that, we had our big push down here. We made a relief rally to the golden pocket. We rejected the golden pocket, and now we're starting to, we saw that dump for the last week or so. So Bitcoin is at resistance locally. I'm actually looking at, possibly because of the way money flow looks here, coming up a little bit higher to that 786. If we go to the 8-hour chart, 8-hour money flow is just crossing up into the green here. You see on NAMI and Market Cipher B just crossing up into the green. NAMI did print some bull divs on the 8-hour chart here. And so I do think this relief rally could continue a little bit more, because really all we have here is the golden pocket. But a bit higher, we have a lot of confluence of resistance, being that naked daily point of control, a naked weekly point of control, a daily level, the 786, and the top of our descending channel. So 5 different levels of confluence of resistance coming up between 115.6 and about 116K. Okay, other than that, guys, I'm just watching right now at this golden pocket. We are seeing some bearish divergences, but our money flow looks really good. Bearish divergences on both NAMI and Market Cipher B, but you can see on Market Cipher B, money flow still looks bullish, and also on NAMI, money flow still looks bullish, coming into the red, into the green, excuse me, here. So it is possible that we do reject from this golden pocket, but for me, it's looking like we might push up a little bit higher. Get everyone to short the golden pocket, see a bit of a drop, back test that anchored VWAP and value area low, and then come up to that 786. Now that we have reclaimed the double anchored VWAPs, the very key anchored VWAPs I talked about on Friday's stream, and the value area low of our 7-week long range, that will be acting as a local support level. You can also see that we do have that VWAP that is sitting in there, the daily VWAP that is sitting in there. So just below us, we do have local support at around that 113K to about 113.5K, 113.3, excuse me, K area of support. And this is, if we reject from here, now I will be looking at that as a little area to hold to continue up to that 786 and see the bigger rejection from that 786 area. Okay, now let's go ahead and zoom in onto the 15-minute chart. On the 15-minute chart, we are seeing those continued bear divs. You can see higher highs in the price action, and if we can even make one more higher high into that 0.65, higher highs there, lower highs in the momentum waves on both NAMI and Market Cipher B. And our money flow is also draining out of the asset, starting to drain out of the asset since the high of yesterday, of Sunday. So we are starting to develop some low time frame warning signs here of a bit of a pullback. Now, I think that this could continue. That low time frame pullback could bring us down to about that 113.2 to about 113K, and then we could continue to rally up to our big resistance above us, where then we would have more higher time frame or intermediate time frame bear divs as well. Okay, so other than that, not looking at too much for Bitcoin. If we do go on to our order flow chart, our CVD and open interest, let me go ahead and refresh this here. You can see that right now, locally, we are developing some bullish divs, and this is another reason why I'm thinking we can come a little bit higher. This is our aggregated open interest, taking it into account almost all the major exchanges. And you can see here, Bitcoin is making, specifically since Sunday's the lows that we made earlier today. Yeah, earlier today, we have higher highs in the higher lows, excuse me, in the price action, lower lows in the CVD, and our open interest is steadily increasing. So we are seeing some textbook bullish CVD absorption here at the golden pocket. And if we do continue to have shorts coming in, fresh shorts coming in here near resistance, near the golden pocket, yet we are holding, we could start to see a short squeeze up to that 116K area, where then we could see if that resistance is going to be the resistance that rejects us and gives us another lower high on the charts. So yeah, bullish CVD absorption at the golden pocket. This is why I have not shorted the golden pocket yet. And if we go on to our liquidation heat map, let's go ahead and go on to the past month of price action. You will see here that locally we do have that liquidity down below Friday's lows. And let me zoom back in on the chart here and let's look at those lows that we created on Friday, because we have semi-equal double lows, or pretty much equal double lows here on the chart. Let's see. If we put that on the chart, you can see pretty much semi-equal lows there right before our resistance, or our support level, excuse me, right before our 886 support level in confluence with that daily level. So yes, we do have a lot of liquidity, a lot of longs that opened over the weekend in this entire range here. We had a lot of longs that opened, and you can see that that local liquidity is resting below there. And then, of course, above us, we don't have too much liquidity until we get up to about 119K. But let's look more locally. Let's look at the last 3 days of price action here. And you can see that we do have liquidity coming up above the golden pocket up into about that 115K area, 115.2K area. So coming up to that 786 above us would allow us to take out all of that liquidity that is resting up into about 115.2, continue to create some more bear divs on the chart with money flow kind of draining out of the asset as we come up here in a short squeeze. And remember, with short squeezes, if you do not see new positions step in to support that short squeeze, the short squeeze can fall right, the price action can fall right back down afterwards. So looking at that next level of resistance above us, other than that, not too much else to look at. Local liquidity above us and below the weekend lows. You can see here also local liquidity above us. Actually, on the Model 2 heat map, you can see that it is coming up pretty much into that 115.5 to about 116K area. Would take out all the local liquidity above us. And then, of course, below Friday's lows, we have the majority of the liquidity. So I'm looking at those two levels. That's all I'm primarily interested in. I have not shorted this golden pocket yet. I might, if we start to see a low time frame break in market structure. You can see here we are starting to form kind of this rising wedge in here. And if we do reject from the 0.65 at about 114.7 and we start to lose this wedge, then I might consider, and we see a break in low time frame market structure, I might consider a short. But right now, I am waiting for a break in market structure. So for now, it is going to be that 114.069 lows. If we start to see that break down, a break, what I would be waiting for is a break in that market structure. And then I would look for the golden pocket to 786 for a lower high to look for that bigger drop to the downside. Very similar to how a couple weeks ago, while we were up at 118K, we were watching this little local range here, very similar. And we saw the break in market structure by taking out these lows. Then we waited till we came up to the golden pocket, and that was your signal to look for the short after breaking market structure bearishly on low time frames. And if you look, this was our break in market structure. And then if you pull a golden pocket from the high to the low, you can see that we came right up to that golden pocket. We rejected that golden pocket after the break of bearish market structure, and then we got the big drop. So I would be looking for something very, very similar right now on the charts as we're at this golden pocket. Starting to form a bit of a range in here, or some exhaustion in a wedge. break market structure bearishly, wait till you come up to that golden pocket. If you start to reject from that golden pocket, golden pocket 786, then you could look for the short. That's about it though, guys. Right now in this video, I'm just going to cover Bitcoin. I will be streaming tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I just want to announce the partners of the channel. We do have BYDFI. They are a VPN free and KYC free exchange. If you're interested in signing up using my affiliate link, they'll give you a minimum of 20% off discounts on trading fees. The discounts get up to 40% depending on how much you deposit. They're also offering you a 50% deposit bonus. If you deposit just $100, you'll get a 50% deposit bonus. And then they're offering various 10 to 20% deposit bonuses depending on how much you deposit. They also are offering up to $8,100 in futures trading bonuses, depending on how much volume you move in your futures markets. And then lastly, I have partnered with BYDFI to create a Telegram community. That's where I posted earlier today about moving up to this golden pocket, where I do post my analysis and some of my trade setups. If you're interested in joining that Telegram community, all you need to do is sign up with BYDFI using my affiliate link and then deposit $100 into the exchange. First off, you'll get a $50 deposit bonus. The money is still yours to trade with. And then you could click on the link in the description of this video, the Telegram link. And once you get into that Telegram, type in /verify and then your user ID, which will be a string of letters and numbers up here. Mine's a little bit custom. And that'll give you access to the Telegram community. So thank you guys for watching today. Please like the video. If you got any insight into the markets, please share the video, and I will see you tomorrow when I'm streaming at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.